Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Unless we are convinced that we exist beyond the limitations of the body and the body identification, we have not stepped even once on the spiritual path. Therefore, here the teacher tells, Na samparaya pratibhati balam pramadyantam vitta mohena mudham ayam loko nasti para itimani punar punar vashama padyate me. They think only this world is the only world. And then vitta mohena pramadyantam, they are so much involved in collecting the money that they lose their wisdom. And for them, only this world is the ultimate and nothing beyond. Such people suffer again and again. Up to here we have seen till yesterday. Now, the importance and the great opportunity that we all have, we have to recognize this. In Bhagavad Gita, 7th chapter, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid yatati siddhe yatadam api siddhanam kaschid mam vetti tatvataha. Sahasreshu, grammatically speaking, will be more than 3000 or 1000. So, Manushyanam sahasreshu, behind every 3000 persons, there is one person who may think about this. Such may think kind of people, 3000 of them, one may put the efforts. Among such 3000 may put efforts type, there may be one who may put the efforts in the right direction. And among such 3000 putting efforts in the right direction, one may get to the progress on the spiritual path. And among such, one may be able to attain the truth. Oh, it is so difficult. This is not the meaning. Meaning is, behind every one of us, there are millions of people. And you are leading. Here, Shravanayapi Bahubhi Yona Labhyaha. There are very few who get this opportunity to listen to this knowledge. We have come across so many places. People will come and do everything, but when the satsang begins, they go away. They can't stand. In Assam, many years before, there was a very young group of boys and girls, and they organized mad talks in a temple. And they did everything so that the talk becomes, well attended. So when the talk began, all the oldies were kept in front of me. All old ladies. And they were professionals with the cotton and then and I was asked to talk on Karma Yoga. Afterwards, when the talk was over, that was my karma. So, after the talk was over, again all of them came. I said, hey, where did you disappear? No, we were outside having a tea and coffee. I said, why didn't you come? No, we were told Gita should be read and heard only toward the end of life. Therefore, only old people should listen to Gita. And that house where Gita is chanted, people die in that house. Now tell me, what can you do? Therefore, so many people are behind every one of us. So we are able to listen to this knowledge. Shravanaya api bahubhi yona labhyaha. Then Shrudvantaha api bahavo yamna vidyuhu. So many of them hear, but they understand nothing. See, many times when the questions are asked, why the hell they talk in Sanskrit? With such people, what can you talk to them? Therefore, although they are hearing, they are unable to understand. They can't even understand 1%. Now, third, Ashcharyo Vakta Kushalosya Labdha. Third impossibility. It is great wonder of wonders that there is some teacher who is able to communicate in such a manner that we are able to grasp it. There are two types of teachers. One type of teacher are those who create an illusion in the minds of the listener. It is very difficult. Oh, thank God I didn't come. Enough now. This is my last lecture. No. The real teaching is that where teaching doesn't happen, but learning takes place. Therefore, Ashcharyo Vakta Kushalosya Labdha, and wonder of all wonders is Ashcharyo Jnata Kushala Anushishta. When such a rare thing has happened, among millions there is but one who is able to hear it. Among such millions there is one who is able to understand this. Among such millions there is a right kind of teacher you get. And among such conditions, then there is one student who is able to grasp what is taught by the teacher. So what does it mean? How lucky we are. In Upanishad, it is said that ईश्वरानुग्रहात् एव पुंसाम अद्वैत वासना महद भय परित्राणात् विप्राणाम उपजायते. It is only by God's grace that we are exposed to this knowledge. Those who are walking the path of yoga, karma, etc., they always talk about, oh, I am so fortunate, I must have done some good karma in my life, therefore I am able to listen to satsanga. This is 100% wrong. There are 4 types of grace. First is God's grace. By God's grace, we come across teachers. बिनु हरि कृपा मिले नहीं संता. बनता मिल जाता है, संता नहीं मिलता. बिनु हरि कृपा मिले नहीं संता. So, by God's grace, the teachers, the saints and sages come in our life. By the grace of the teachers, the scriptures come in our life. See? Then by the grace of the scriptures, the knowledge and wisdom comes in our life. So, 3 graces are free download. Ishvara Anugraha, then Sadhu Santa Anugraha, and then the Shastra Anugraha. Only one is remaining. What is that? Atma Krupa. We have to bless ourselves. Everything is there. And therefore, the teacher says, Ashcharyo Jnata. It is a wonder of wonders. Who is able to comprehend the truth as it is? And what is that comprehension? I tell you in one simple line. Spiritual evolution is not becoming extraordinary. remain as a human being. Don't become great. You know, great is an adjective. It's not a noun. Great fool. Therefore, Ashcharya Jnata Kushala Anusishta. Now the teacher gives the importance of the teacher. न नरेण वरेण प्रोक्त एषः सुविज्ञेयो बहुधा चिन्त्यमानः अनन्य प्रोक्ते गतिरत्र नास्ति अणीयान् यतर्कम् अणुप्रमाणात् न नरेण अवरेण एष प्रोक्तः सुविज्ञेयः. If a person is only getting lost in the words erudition and scholarship, from such a teacher, you will never be able to comprehend the truth. And this is our experience. What is our experience? That teacher for whom we have respect and reverence, from him only we receive the knowledge. A teacher for whom we do not have respect and reverence, we are unable to get any knowledge. Therefore, now where is the ball? The ball is in the court of the student. Therefore, if we take this approach in life, then you will see everyone in our life is our guru. Everyone. Because we are ready to learn. In Bhagavad Mahapuran, the guru is not one. Bhagavan Dattatreya, the Avadhuta there, and the King Yadu asked him question, Sir, you don't have anything. No kingdom, no family, no wealth, no nothing. How come you are so happy? He said, therefore I am happy. We have this funny notion. If I have all these things, then I will be happy. No. Then next question. From whom you learned this? Who is your guru? He said, my guru? Not one man. I got 24 gurus. See, poor people have got only one pair of shoes, and that too, torn 100 places. Rich people have got 2 legs and 200 shoes. In the same manner, the real seeker is the one who is not short of gurus. My guru died. अब क्या करो? तुम भी मरो. See, guru is our ability to learn. And with this attitude, when we go for satsanga, every satsang will give us something or the other. Therefore, when they say na narena varena prokta esha vidneya, that doesn't mean we should go to satsang to evaluate the Mahatmas and then listen. No. If we are ready to learn, even a passing truck can give you a message. My wisdom is truck based. In India, you will see on all the trucks, wisdom is spread everywhere. And the best wisdom I like in Delhi was, in Delhi, the Punjabi language, there is a saying that do good and forget. But in their local language, they say, neki kar kuye mein dal. That means do good and forget. So, on the truck it was written, neki kar jute kha. Do good and get kicked. नेकी कर जूते खा. Second line, मैंने खाए तू भी खा. How beautiful it is. Then I have suffered, now you also suffer. Now what is the message we get? Don't do good to anybody, but let goodness happen through you. Like the flower doesn't give fragrance, It has fragrance. Let it become our second nature. But we have that arrogance. I have done so much for my children. Do you want to hear? Who needs whom? The parents need the children or the children need the parents? After marriage, if the children are not born, then we start running from pillar to the post. And finally we get one. So who needs whom? Parents do not need children. It is the parents who need the children, not the other way around. See, friends. But then the parents have this arrogance. Itna bada kiya. What did you do? Those who don't have parents, they don't grow or what? One person, 35, so much. I said, hey, how come you are not growing? No parents. That is not the way. This wrong notion must disappear from our head. Therefore, Suvidneyo Bahudha Chintyamanaha. One of the reason is it is thought of so many different ways. Somebody says Atma is in the body, and when the body becomes old, the body is dropped, and Atma gets out of the body and starts in search of another body. And then Atma sees a board hanging in the womb of a mother, and the board is TO2 space late LET. So this small iPhone enters the TOILET. Toilet is born. And that is why human body is narak. Narak means hell. Nara and naraka. That one which creates filth is called a human body. It looks so beautiful, but that is not the truth. And once you say that there is one soul per body, then you have to keep on talking about the soul. Then somebody says the soul is of the shape and the size of the body. Then again the problem comes. Once it so happened that there was one mosquito and it wanted to cross the river. So one elephant was crossing the river. So this mosquito went and landed on the tip of the hair of the tail of the elephant and crossed. After going to that side, the mosquito thought, let me go and thank. Went to the ear of the elephant. Thank you for the lift. Patak, and died. Now that elephant even did not realize there was somebody sitting over there. Isn't it? Now elephant has done a sin. He killed a mosquito. Next life he will be born as a mosquito. Now take this principle. Jiva is of the size of the shape of the body. Now that huge jiva, how it will enter in the mosquito body? Suffer? No. The jiva is so small. How small? This is all comes in Upanishad. How much small? If you take the tip of the hair and split it vertically 1,000 times, and then take 1/1000, one tip, and further divide it 1/1000, how much thin it will be? That is the size of the Atma. Acha, meditation very small. Nikal gaya. Bahudha chintyamanaha. Go on imagining. Therefore, it is very difficult. Na narena varena prokta esha subidneyaha bahudha chintyamana ananya prokte gatiratra nasti ananya prokte. But the one who is living that experience 24/7, When he instructs, the knowledge has to take place. See, somebody has not gone to a particular place. Let us take within the globe, Alaska. So you can go to the YouTube and see so many things there and all that. Try to explain. But it will be only paroksha jnanam. It is only what you have heard, what you have seen. But when somebody has gone and lived there and suffered, his information will be first hand. It will have a different fragrance. In the same manner, Ananya Prokte, the one who is one with the Absolute, when he is instructing, then Gatiratra Nasti. One has to know and there is no way. Be attentive. Therefore, when we have studied everything, in one Upanishad it comes, Nanu dhyayan bahun shabdan vacho viglapanam hitat. You keep on reading, studying, and then more you study, more confusion. Less you study, less confusion. Don't you study, no confusion. And we get so confused because we are not able to draw the moral of the story. Study of scriptures is successful only for those who have learned this technique called as Tatparya Nirnay, or one is able to draw the moral of the story. Many times we get lost in this symbolism. Don't get lost in that symbolism. It is a very detrimental thinking process. What it is, be attentive. We are told, for example, Shivalinga. So, Shivalinga is a symbol of God. No. The tricolor is a symbol of India. So, when you touch tricolor, you are not touching India. But when we say Shivalinga is the symbol of Narayana or Shiva, so when we touch the Shivalinga, we are touching Paramatma directly. That is the difference. Therefore, many people get lost in that funny thing called as it is the symbolism. No. And because of this, the children, they will ask any damn question. That doesn't mean you have to satisfy their foolish inquiry. We have to learn, and not through symbols, but accepting that this is the truth. It is history. History is his story. It is not a bluff. Therefore, when we have studied all these and yet we will not be able to ultimately get the last glimpse unless Ananya Prokte. Therefore, we have to drop everything. And we can drop everything like the light of the candle is completely dropped when it is exposed to the bright sunlight. Then we come to discover that all our knowledge was only information. It was not even conviction. Forget about experience. Therefore, it is necessary for us to, after having studied all these things, we must keep our eyes and ears open. From where the wisdom will come, we do not know. Ananya prokte gatiritra nasti, because aniyan yatarkam anupramanat, because the truth is subtler than the subtlest. Now, what is the subtler than the subtlest? See, these are various kinds. Each and every word is a kind of a GPS for us to glide through. More the qualities, attributes, grosser is the thing. Simple rule. Like if you take earth, earth has got all the five qualities. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, all the five qualities. The sound, the touch, the form, the taste and the smell. Then you come to the water, only four qualities. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, no Gandha. Then you come to the fire. Fire doesn't have taste. Fire doesn't have smell. Keeping this wisdom, all the Udupi restaurant, they give you very hot food. So there is no problem of taste. How is the food? Oh, very hot. Friends, fire has no taste, less quality. Come to the air. Air has no form, no taste, no smell. Come to the space. Space has only one quality, the sound. Now go further. Where the sound is heard? In the ear. Can the ear hear the sound behind without the mind behind? No. So ears are subtler than the space, and the ears are subtler than the space, but subtler than the ears is the mind. Because mind doesn't have any quality. No shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasagandha. What you have dropped? You have dropped all the objective world. More the attributes important in our life, we go away from the center to the periphery of our personality. What happens? We are lost in something extraordinary. Always. Take an example. Taste. Water doesn't have any taste. Without the water, you cannot taste anything. When somebody is ill, having high temperature, fever, his tongue is dry, give him anything to eat, no taste. Because there is no water there. But have we ever tasted the water? We are interested. Add sugar, sweet. Add salt, salty. Add something that tastes. So we all know only specific taste, not the tasteless taste. Sound, only one. But that one sound becomes special. Sa re ga ma. Gujarati, Bengali, Tamilian, Aussie. Same words, same sounds. So what is happening? Whenever speciality is added to the non-spatial, world is created. Life is common. To that common life, speciality is added. Man, woman, animal, plant. Then to the man, speciality is added. Indian, not Indian. Then to the not Indian, Indian, vegetarian, non-vegetarian, and vegan. How many specialities we keep on adding? And therefore, we are leading a very gross life. So here it is said, Aniyan, it is subtler than the subtlest. See, friends, one student asked the teacher, Sir, where is the self? He said, forget about the self. Tell, where are you? I am in front of you, Guru Maharaj. But where? In your kutia. Where is the kutia? It's in Sydney. Very good. Where is Sydney? In Australia. Where is Australia? Globe. Where is the globe? In the waters. Where are waters? The fire. Fire in the air. Air in the space. Where is the space? Space is in our mind. When you close your mind as in deep sleep, where are you? Inside the body or outside the body? Inside the room or outside the room? So the space is in the mind. And what is the mind? Naiva manasam. There is nothing like mind. What about the world? There is nothing like world. Then what is that? You are the reality. Oh God, I was unnecessarily worried. कहाँ गया कहाँ गया? I want to realize God. There was one lady, she wrote a letter to one great Mahatma, and he wrote, that lady came to me. See, I wrote to Maharaji, and see what reply he has given. I asked him about realization and self and all that, and he made a fun of me. I said, anyway, you are anyway funny. So she said, see what he has written. And Mahatma has written, a dog was trying to catch his tail, went round and fell down. He said, what is this reply? I asked about self-realization, and this is the reply. I said, now you have to understand what is the moral of the story. You keep yourself in the place of the dog and try to catch your own tail. Eyes want to see themselves. Mind wants to know itself. Mind can think about anything which is other than itself. Eyes can see everything which is other than itself. You cannot know yourself as you know the worldly objects. Then what will happen? Stop and relax. Now, this is so simple, and every day, my friends, you do it. I am not telling you something extraordinary. Only I am bringing you your own sadhana to your knowledge. I am not doing anything. How do you go to sleep? Now don't go, please, don't demonstrate. Because that is, one person asked me, Swamiji, do you become miserable? I said, of course I will. When you become miserable? I said, when I cannot sleep, but the audience can sleep. Then I feel miserable. So how do we go to sleep? We withdraw from the world. We come to the house. We withdraw from the house. We come to the room. We withdraw from the room. We are below the quilt, and everything is dropped. And ultimately, only last thought, I want to sleep. Till such time, I and want is there, the sleep doesn't begin. Then the question comes, who sleeps? The waker doesn't sleep because he is not in the sleep. The dreamer doesn't sleep because he did not begin the sleep. Then who sleeps? Sleep is that where there is no sleeper. There are only shoes with the soul. See, friends, in the same manner, Panchadashi says, Dhyatru dhyane parityajya dheyameva vashishyate. When the meditator and the meditation disappears, what remains is the truth. But all of us struggling. Chalo, meditation karte hain. Please give me instruction how to do meditation. Okay. Cut onion small. What? Meditation. Meditation is not an action. It is an experience. Marriage is an action where a husband is born. But husband is not an action, it is an experience. See, friends. Therefore, aniyan yatarkam, and you cannot logically draw that this could be the self. No. Because logic is conditioning of the intellect. When we are caught in the mind, we are lost in the joy and sorrows. When we are caught in the intellect, we are lost in the logic and reason. The truth is neither joy, sorrows, nor logic and reason. And therefore, Anupramanat. This is how the truth is, although abundantly available. Now, Naisha Tarakena Matirapaneya Prokta Ananyenaiva Sujnanaya Preshta Yam Tumapa Satya Dhrutirbatasi Twang Durgno Bhuyan Nachiketa Prashta. Naisha Tarakena Matirapaneya. This experience is not the product of logic and reason. Many people unnecessarily get lost into trying to explain which is beyond the scope of explanation. It's one of the most important things. And all that is seen in the pictures, that is the height of imagination of the artist. That is not the truth. Like they show, let's say in our Gita praise, Vishwarup Darshan. So that Bhagwan Narayana is huge and Arjuna is a pygmy there, and he has got Sahasra Shirsha Purushaha, Sahasraksha, Sahasrapan. So who is Paramatma? He has got thousands of head and Sahasraksha, per head one eye. That is not the meaning. Meaning is through every head he only is expressing. Now to recognize this. Through every color and form, it is the vision which is expressing. Through every sense organs, it is the mind that is expressing. Through every mind, it is a life that is expressing. Through every life, it is the divine potentiality that is expressing. And the divine potentiality has no independent existence apart from the absolute. Therefore, there is but one reality which is expressing through the multitude without becoming many. You have to just catch it. This example which I gave you 100 times. One man is son, husband, father. Has he become three? When the man expresses through the conditioning of the father, he is called as son. When the same man expresses through the conditioning of the son, he is called as father. And the same man expressing through the limitations of the wife, he is called as Hasiband. Hasiband means who has forgotten smiling and laughing. It is so simple and straight. So this man has not become three. And who is miserable? Let's watch it. It is the son miserable because of the Hitler father. It is the father miserable because of the demon son. And it is the husband miserable because of the divine grace. The day you recognize this, now all the husbands are smiling. Let them do it in front of their wife. See, friends, the day you recognize this principle, you will come to know that we all have to play our roles in life. Play your role perfectly as you are doing now, as if listening. I used to call earlier my talks as bluff sessions. So, how was the bluff I used to tell? One day, you only made me realize, Swamiji, do you think you are only bluffing? You think we are listening? आश्चर्य वक्ता कुशलोस्य लब्धा. Spiritual life, Vedanta, is not suffering silently. It is happy violently. This is better. So, Naisha Tarakena Madirapaneya. The truth is not the product of your logic and reason. And Prokta Ananneva Sudnyanaya Preshta. And when the teacher is the supreme and the student is the most wonderful, the knowledge has to happen. Yam Tvam Apaha Satya Dhrutir Batasi. And my dear Nachiket, you have all these attributes. Because you want nothing other than the truth. So Satya Dhrutir Batasi. Satya Dhruti. You don't want anything else other than this. Dhruti is Dhairya. Sai Baba's language, Saburi. Unless you have patience and commitment to the cause, truth is never attained. And that is what you are. Twadrungno bhujan nachiketa prashta. What is the desire of the great masters? Only one thing. Let there be one worthy student come in our life. They are not interested in the crowds or collecting funds. Their interest is that let this eternal knowledge and the flame of this wisdom be kept alive. And it cannot kindle in any body. It has to be a qualified one. There are no reservation quota. After having said this, now Janamyaham Shevatiritya Nityam Nayadhruvai Prapyate Hi Dhruvam Tato Maya Nachiketaschitognim Anityai Dravyehi Pratavan Asminityam. Nachiket, after looking at you, I remember my time. That Janami Aham Shevadhi Anitya. I know the position that I am having. My position is I am the Lord of Death. I know. What is that? Nahi adhruvaihi prapyatehi dhruvam yad. But this is just a position in between. It is not the ultimate. And although knowing this well, I still opted for this. Because I was enchanted by that position. This is exactly the case where all the siddhis become manifest in the life of a sincere seeker. When the siddhis become manifest, we get carried away by them. Then we start blessing and cursing. If you see the stories in the Puranas, so and so Rishi, and when this happened, he became angry and he cursed. Or such and such was done, and the Rishi was very pleased, and then he gave the Kunti Mata the blessing. By this mantra, you will beget children. So, cursing and blessing demands the sense of otherness as valid and real. See, friends, a devotee or a jnani will never curse, never bless. A jnani will never bless or curse because for him there is no otherness. Like the tongue and the teeth. Neither blessing nor cursing. A devotee, whatever is happening, Hari Ichha, he has deleted himself. See, friends. And therefore, here it is said, Tato maya nachiketas chitogni anityaihi dravyehi praptavan asmi nityam. So by doing all this karma kanda, etc., I have come to this position. I have become someone extraordinary. Now the whole world is afraid of me. What a great position. I knew it very well. But the temptations of the relative world overpowered me. But here are you, a young boy of 8 years. Nothing has tempted you. I always consider you are far superior than what I am. See, friends, one day when I was telling I learned everything from you, one person, Swamiji, how can you say like that? I said, look here. You are all part-time spiritual seekers. You have got your life's problem. wife, children, property, then government, taxes, and yet you find time for this, whatever you can afford. We are full timers, and yet we complain. Who is superior? See, friends, if we recognize this, then alone the arrogance of walking the spiritual path will not contaminate our mind. Otherwise, I am superior. You, the children of sin. No, this is your sin, you call others sinner. See, friends, the day you recognize the greatness in others, then alone we can scale that height. So, tato maya nachiketo se agni anitye dravyehi praptavan asmi nityam kamasyaptim jagata pratishtham krator ananyam abhayasya param stomam mahad urugaya pratishtham drishtva dhrutya dhiro nachiketo tridrakshi. Hey Nachiket, you are so intelligent that you have kamasya aptim jagata pratishtham, all the desires which were given to you to fulfill, and highest position in the world, and all the greatness such as attainment of the heaven, etc., although it was given to you through wisdom, you have just negated, discarded that. You did not get or fall prey to these temptations in life. My friends, the highest spiritual practice is we must be aware that we don't fall to any temptation in life. First temptation is wealth. Second temptation is bhog, enjoyment. Third temptation is getting name and fame. See, friends, you will see all the big corrupt people. They have nothing lacking in their life, but then the name and the fame. And when they get intoxicated by authority, name and fame, they forget everything and ready to go to any state only to maintain their number one position in life. Therefore, all these things, Dhrutya Dhiro Nachiketo Srakshi, having understood it with great perseverance and confidence, you have given them up fully and you have opted only for the absolute. Now, continuing this, see now what the teacher is doing. First of all, he has taken the examination of the student. Now, he is bringing to the knowledge of the student that you are not only accepted by me, but you are definitely extraordinary. And after this is done, see what happens. Nachiket is Nachiket. Tam durdarsham gudham anupravishtam guhahitam gauvareshtam puranam adhyatma yogadigamena devam matva dhirosho harshashokau jahati. Tam durdarsham gudham anupravishtam guhahitam gauvareshtam puranam matva, having experienced this. What is this? Tam durdarsham. It is extremely difficult even to think about, to comprehend, or to get attracted to. Gudham anupravishtam. It is hidden in such a place that it can never be found out. There is a story in Puranas. There was a demon. He did a tapasya of one god, let's say Lord Shiva. Shiva can be, made to work anything. And Bhole Baba said, yes, what do you want? I want a boon so that if I put my hand on anybody's head, he should be reduced to ashes. Okay, tathastu. Boon was given. Now, that demon, he said, let me try on you. So Lord Shiva running, come on, yaar. Don't do that. It is real. He said, but I want to taste it. So taste on yourself, not on me. No. And taste on you. Ra started running. And from the other side, Let us say Narayana was coming. Kya ho gaya? What happened? Yaar, this fellow. He said, where will you run? Don't run anywhere. Then go and hide in his heart. And the Lord entered in the heart of that demon and he is searching outside. We are all searching him outside. Seek within. Now, how simple this story is? We don't have to find out. Acha, which place? Whether it was in USA or in China. We get carried away by the gross thing, and that is what we call culture. Now you see what is the culture. Lord Jesus was from the area where people have got long face and sharp features. You see the pictures of Jesus. Then come to Kerala. Kerala, Jesus is like Guru Ayyappa. Now what a Malayali can think? Malayali cannot think about the sharp features. Now Jesus was fair complexion. And here when the Jesus comes to India, I become brown, roasted. And now the same Jesus go to China. And there only one hair. He had a lot of hair in his beard, one hair, and slit eyes. Imagine Lord Jesus with instead of the thorn thing, only flowers and slit his eye. Nobody can call him Jesus. But this is how we can go on imagining depending upon our own tradition, etc. Therefore, tam durdarsham gudam anupravishtam. Now, one point I'll tell you. Try this. Wherever there is a contradiction, the truth is hidden behind the contradiction. Sound and silence. Sound contradicts the silence. Silence contradicts the sound. The truth is behind this. The truth is behind joy and sorrows. How to recognize this? Okay. Sorrows, who experience? Of course, I experience. Good. Then miseries, who experience? I experience. Wonderful. Joy, who experience? Of course, I experience. So you are present in both, is it not? Joy as well as sorrows. Then who are you? He who is supporting both has to be beyond both. This is the meaning of God realization according to Bhagavad Gita. Only two things in life. If we are focusing on that, we are going in the right direction. Shita Ushna Sukha Dukkheshu Jitatmanaha. When the complementary opposites dash against us, Jitatmanaha, equanimity is not disturbed. Because only through wisdom, yes, joy also I supported and miseries also I supported. So I have to be present in both. Therefore, I must be beyond both. Childhood I have supported, middle age I have supported, both of them have gone. Therefore, I have to be someone who is supporting all the opposites and therefore beyond them. Water supports ocean, the cause, wave, the effects. Therefore, water is beyond cause and effect. This is you. You are having all the experiences: cold, heat, sound, silence. At this moment, if I tell you a joke, you will not laugh. Like the water doesn't get disturbed because of the waves, the water doesn't get frightened because of the being or becoming the clouds. Supports all, but doesn't get influenced by any. Adjusting this focal length is all the spiritual practice. Guha hitam gauvareshtam puranam. Guha hitam. Guha means don't go to Bengal. Among the Bengalis, the family title is Guha. Like they are called Banerjee, Chatterjee, Mukherjee, Refugee, Tragedy, and, and Parleji, but no energy. Guha is one of the family titles. Guha hitam doesn't mean Guha ji ke ghar mein. Guha is the Panchakoshas are called as Guhas. That which is supporting all the Panchakoshas, and yet beyond all of them is the truth. See how to recognize this? Only by deeply analyzing your own experiences. When we are not identified with the body, as in the dream and deep sleep and samadhi, yet we continue to exist. So we are not because of the body is because of me. When the body was young, I was not young. When the body was born, I was not born. When the body became old, I am not old. When the body dies, I don't die. Body has come into existence out of earlier absence, but I was never absent. The more you go on emphasizing and insisting, this is called as bhavana. Present bhavana is, I am unfortunate, I am unfortunate, I am very unlucky. People are so good, you know. Their wives are so nice. Why my wife is like this? Get out of all that stupid things. Therefore, Guha hitam gauvareshtam puranam. It is ever the same, never change. Pura api nava, it is puranam. Then, Adhyatma Yogahadi Gamena Devam Matva. Now, what is the sadhana? Adhyatma Adhigama Yoga. Adhyatma is the self. Adhigama is recognition. Yoga, the yoga of self recognition. Who am I? It is not the yoga of doing something. Whatever is attained through knowledge is never created. And whatever is attained through creation never lasts. See? Therefore, Adhyatma Yogadi Gamena Devam Matva. Then what happens? Dhiraha Harsha Shokau Jahati. He goes beyond all. The Harsha Shokau is all the complementary opposites. Joy, sorrows, gain, loss, friend, enemy, everything transcend. It's not something great scriptures are telling. We do the same thing. Have we not transcended the childhood? We have transcended the teenage. But we are the same. That is why many old people have this funny kind of pathetic joke. Can you guess what is my age? Yes, you are 18 years young. No, 81 years. Okay, 81 years young. They don't call old. They are not wrong because nobody has the experience of growth. It is the society's grace. They tell you, Dadaji, please come and sit here. I'll get up. Don't call me Dadaji. The other day we were in somebody's house for dinner or something, here only. And then that girl was there. And I said, hey, I am going to stay here. Yes, Swami, please come and stay. I was always having a dream that I have got a Dadaji in my house. I said, you are straight away making me old. See, friends, the day you recognize this fact, you are totally changed, not the same one. Harsha Shokau Jahati goes beyond joy and sorrows. Eta Shrutva Sam Parigriya Martyaham Pravritya Dharmam Anumetamapya Samodate Modaniyam Hilabdvam Vivrutam Sadma Nachiketa Sammanne. Eta Shrutva Sam Parigriya Martyaha. Martyaha, the mortal one, in this manner having heard, if he is able to and if he gets the correct understanding of this, Pravrija Dharmam Anumetamapya, then he separates himself from these, the Panchakoshas, etc., and comes to recognize his correct identity. And after that, Samodate Modaniyam Hilabdva, he discovers his blissful self. And therefore, Nachiket, I tell you, you have almost entered the divinity. How much praise, how much glorification of the student. But the real Nachiket is cool. These are another things. Praise is a shackle on the path of evolution. निंदक नियरे राखी आंगन कुटी क्षवाय. Normally we like those who praise us, but our real friends are those who find out our faults. One day, in the children's camp, many years before, I went for the talk. Those days I used to put the .com. Now I don't put. So the same question, Swamiji, why you don't put .com? I said, look here, my third eye is open, and when you put the chandan, it gives problems. I do like this. So I put that .com not right in the center, but over here. Like the small kids in the Indian tradition, they put a black spot here. So I put here chandan and went. And the children saw me, they started laughing. What happened? We are not here for laughing, we have to learn. All, but some child can't keep quiet. And again, all of them started bursting. I said, hey, come on, tell me what is that. I will also laugh. Why you are laughing? Swamiji, you are looking like a cartoon. You know, you have put your chandan not in the center, but over here. It doesn't look good. I said, hey, thank you very much. Now tell me. You have found out my fault. So you are my friend or you are my enemy? Unless you find my fault, will I improve? Therefore, when our parents tell us something, this is wrong, that is wrong, they are not our enemies. They are our real friends. And those who are praising us, another house, the mother was telling, Swamiji, my son is so horrible, he doesn't listen. I want to tell him, but he doesn't do this thing, that thing. I said, don't condemn him. I have never seen such a good boy like your son. And he was listening. I said, do you want to see how good he is? Swamiji, you cannot tell him anything, he will not do anything. I said, you have not understood the greatness of your own son. I have never come such a great child anywhere in the world. So slowly, the frog was bloating. to the size of a bull. You want to see? See, hey, can you get me a Coke from the fridge? Of course, Swamiji. And he went and said, look here. And then he said, Arey Bewakoof. He friends. So when all his praise was implanted on Nachiket, just to see that he gets carried away by this. Two places we miss the spiritual path. One is the temptations. There, the dispassion is necessary. Second, discrimination. Are we here in this world to get a certificate from the world that you are good or bad? Never forget the goal. And therefore, although so many things were told, Nachiket was simply keeping quiet. He did not say, he did not appreciate. No, it's okay. I'm just like that. But it is your grace. Nothing like that. He just kept quiet. And when his chance came, that now he can talk, then he said, Anyatra dharmat, anyatra adharmat, anyatra asmat kruta krutat, anyatra bhutacha bhavyacha, yat tat pashyasi tadvada. He said, sir, don't tell me about dharma, dharma. You should respect elders. You should not do this thing. You should not eat your nails. You should eat somebody else's nails. My son was, admitted to the yoga class. Why? Because the yoga guru told, if he is eating too much of nail, let him come for the yoga. We'll see that it goes away. Yoga can cure this. So the boy went, learned yoga. Then the mother was asked, he has gone for learning yoga so that he doesn't eat the nails of his finger. Do you find any improvement? Yes. Why? Now he can eat the nail of stove. Because he can take it. Don't get carried away by the praise. So he said, don't tell me that. Get up early in the morning. You should do enough of that. Enough. Dharma, 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 dharma. It is for whom? Those who take the body to be real and this world to be real. For them, dharma. I am not interested in that. So, you can imagine what must be the condition of Yamaraj. He must be frustrated. This fellow is clean bold. He can't be corrupted at all. नहीं खाऊंगा नहीं खाने दूंगा. There is one serial on Discovery, Man and Wild, on wherein the Prime Minister Modi is being interviewed and all that going on. So on that, Indians are genius. WhatsApp came. And that person, whosoever was that, he was showing various animals and all that. And on that, when the crocodile was shown, the Prime Minister says, yes, that is the carrier of our Gangaji and Narmadaji. Then owl was shown. Oh, that is the carrier of our Lakshmi Devi. Then the snake was shown. Oh, no, that is the ornament of a Lord Shiva. Then a bull was shown. No, that is the carrier of Lord Shiva. Any animal you take. And then he said, nahi khaunga, nahi khane dunga. I am a strictly vegetarian. Because normally these people who are lost in this dharma, they are buried in that. We have to get out of that. See, in Delhi it happened many years before. Same time, this Janmashtami. So daytime we were called in some place for Bhajan Kirtan. There were about 10, 20 students from the school. Along with them they went. So I just spoke for 5-10 minutes, then Bhajan Kirtan, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. And then I said, now give something to eat. Very congested place, small place. So we were outside. And I was sitting on a scooter and I said, hey, find out what your place, you sit or stand, doesn't matter. I said, hey, get us something to eat, man. Free you want everything or what? He said, Swamiji, will you sit on the scooter and eat? I said, yes. But is it not against our dharma? Is it not against the religious injunctions? Then I became serious. Have you studied more Vedas than me? No, Maharaj, you studied. I said, I have studied all the 4 Vedas. Nowhere it is mentioned. When a Swami sits on a scooter and eats, the dharma is destroyed. Do you know why? When the scriptures are written, there are no scooters. Anyatra dharmat, anyatra dharmat. Enough of it, enough. Oh, life goes only in that. Left hand, right hand. This side, that side. You have to face that side. See? Can you do Shavasana by facing the east? No, you can do Shavasana by looking up. Okay. I always get confused. East, west, south. How does it matter, yeah? Relax. So he said, don't get me lost in that dharma. There is enough of it. I'm fed up with that. Because he has seen his father was giving everything in dharma in charity. He said, I know what it is. Remaining we will see in our next class. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnahat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.